Mm-hmm.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. If you're just joining us, you're at a great time because the shit has struck the overhead oscillator and things are about to get ugly.
Ooh.
Yeah. Our heroes are still in the WorldSat office, joined by Miss Frizz, who's hacking her way through their local network, but did not make it in time to stop the alarm that was just activated after Jim Fingers unsuccessfully spear tackled a hardworking security officer. So yeah, this alarm's going off at the end of the round.
There's still a way to spin this. There's still a way to spin this. If I can stop the security guard from talking, when the security people get upstairs, they're going to think it's because of the fire extinguisher, right? They don't have any other information. So all I've got to do is kill this security guard.
Murder? All right. It is the receptionist's turn. Natalie utterly failed to mollify said receptionist, who panics and hits the alarm button under her desk. So does it seem like it makes a difference? No, but modern systems can track how many alarms are set off at once. You know what I mean? All right.
Sure.
That has now been activated. Jerax, the blomp blomp hasn't kicked in yet, but you are aware of the fact that button has been pressed. Also, your trousers are around your ankles. Yep. What would you like to do?
Trousers pulled up.
Okay.
Or if it's not fast enough, I'm just going to leave them behind.
I will take your action to restore the trousers. If you have an important action, they're staying here.
Yeah, speed is key in this scenario, so I might have to leave them behind.
Okay. What would you like to do?
What kind of shoes are you wearing where it's quicker to get rid of the trousers
you
than
wear
it is
combat boots.
Stuff in your pockets?
He's wearing combat boots.
So how does he leave them? How does he get them over the boots?
Can you just wear them at your boots so you have to do little tiny steps?
I'll cut you at half speed if you continue to do that. So either use your action because...
All right, I need to figure out what my move speed is 5. So I need to go. I can't even remember how to. Oh, I gotta leave him behind.
Okay.
If I'm to do this maneuver, I've got to leave him behind. Then
there's only one way you're going to do this because, again, you are wearing combat boots and you cannot simply slip your pants over your combat boots. So roll an athletics check at +2 for your cyber arms.
14.
Rip! With the power of cybernetics on your side, the sundered pants lie on the floor. Without using an action, you are able to proceed.
Okay, I'm gonna run into this. I'm gonna run into the room with Jim Fingers.
Okay.
And presumably, what am I witnessing here?
Well, Jim Fingers is... Hang on, I need to move you out of the way because Jim Fingers is in a heap on the other side of the room, having just failed to spear tackle the security guard who just... The monitor is fallen over and it's crashed on the desk. Jim is like piled up in a heap in the corner, and this guy just hit the alarm.
Gotta choke him out, haven't we? It's the only way, I think.
Agreed.
You are in choking distance.
I am going to choke him.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the choking rules. Okay, so you have to use your action to grab him.
Sure. Good thing I left my trousers behind.
Yep. Okay.
God.
Roll a brawling check.
With bonus?
With +2 for those cyber arms.
12.
Oh, this guy's good. This guy's so good.
Am I allowed to use luck after you've rolled?
Yeah, because it's a limited resource. I'll allow it.
Okay, I'm gonna use...
But it's
not meet or beat. I have to beat it.
You have to beat him.
Alright, we're using all my luck then to turn it into a 14.
Okay. As it just so happens, this guy's good. He's got, he's at least watched some videotapes on self-defense, because they have videotapes in the year 2045.
Sure.
So he's, he's evading you and stuff, but then at that exact moment, Jim slides down the wall and his shoe comes into the back of the guy's head, pushing him forward, and you're able to grab him. He is now grabbed.
Yep. Just want to start choking him.
That on your turn next round, you can begin the choking. Natalie.
This look. Sorry, this must look so strange if anybody walks into this room. I have no trousers on. Jim's against the wall, and I am grappling a guy, trying to choke him out.
Yep.
What a good time, man.
Yeah, I mean, could we play this off as some weird booty call from Mr. Simmons, or
just keep tapping the button and be like, it was a mistake. Playing.
Your strippers have arrived, Mr. Simmons. Trousers get pulled off.
He spent extra for the ones that do that automatically. Natalie, please, what are you doing?
Okay. How much pull does Todd have at this company?
A lot.
There's only one thing to do. Natalie sighs, looks around briefly at the situation, and then books it to Todd's room.
All right, you can double move, so you can go up to 10 squares.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Todd! I'm at Todd's door.
All right, you knock on the door. But it's taking you. All right. Yep. All right. You knock on the door. I guess he's rolling in next round as well. Meanwhile, whoop.
Eliminate his friends.
The Hellhound chases after you. I need to double check to see if it's actually allowed to attack you or if that's all it can do. I know they.
That's so cool.
Let's see.
The voice modulator.
Not the Hellhound trying to eat you.
Not that.
Give you brain damage.
That's, normal. That's just a thing. It will chase through the entire network. It will follow them until they're derezzed. So I believe...
I think they'd use the same
that's
moves that a person would.
Yeah, that's I'm inclined to say, and they don't get multiple actions. It doesn't say that they get multiple actions. Let's see here, because it says they just attack once.
Nice.
They have a speed of 6. What does that mean? You know what? For now, we're just going to say they use their action, and if it's wrong, D&D rules. We'll look it up later. We'll fix it. So it chases after you.
Cool.
All right. End of the round. We have a couple of new additions here. One moment, please.
Todd, Synergy Miller.
Yep. Todd rolls in, and are you still Corporate Joan? Because you should be. Bradley Simmons. Bradley motherfucking Simmons. He will defend.
Mr. Simmons, as I call him.
We must
I really
protect
like the
this
feature where
house.
everyone has their gamer tag as like official government.
Right? It's like it's when you fill out the census. You got to put your IGN on the census when you fill it out.
Nice.
All right. Jim, you're upside down in a heap, and Jerax is grabbing this guy with his arms. You cannot tell what's going on in the system because you have just destroyed the monitor.
Oh, fuck.
Also, I forgot something. Bottom of the round.
Well, I'm going to try and help Jim choke this guy out. So
All right.
whatever that,
Yeah.
whatever
You gotta
that
take your pants
takes.
off first.
It's a uniform.
How do I assist him in choking somebody out? Can I do that? Maybe I hold him while he chokes. I don't know. Whatever the normal system would be in order to attempt to help him in this.
I am not convinced that the rules include anything about how to help someone choke someone else out. Give me one sec.
Can I choke him out now that he's already grappled by somebody else? Or do I need to grapple him myself in order to choke him out?
Chokehold, could you imagine? Just like, how do you help? Like, hands on his shoulders, like, squeeze him.
Or just give him some cheering. Like, yeah, man, you got this.
Okay. All right. Therapeutic choking. We're going to go ahead and have you roll a brawling check because.
Okay, well,
go ahead.
All right, if he's already got it under control, because, yeah, after that mocking from Natalie, yeah, fair enough. I wouldn't be able to, I'm not going to give him a back rub. So if I can't choke him myself, then I'm gonna exit this room.
Okay. You do have brass knuckles. You could just beat him senseless, but feel free
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, of course I do that. If he's being held, yeah, I'm going to beat the shit out of him. He just called the alarm.
Yeah, he has a -2 on his roll because he's being grappled.
Can I punch him in the nose? Do I get to choose a location like you do when you shoot someone?
Yes, that'll give you -8.
-8 to hit.
For a called shot. If this is an opposed brawling check, both of you roll brawling. You get -8. He gets -2.
Yeah, it's kind of like -6 because it cancels it out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go for the nose though. I'm gonna go for the jaw. I'm going for a knockout shot on the jaw.
Okay. Roll brawling.
Oh, a 25! He rolled a 23!
Ooh.
What is that? What?
That's the pseudo RNG.
Man's got the strongest jaw I've ever seen on a corporate drone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bradley motherfucking Simmons.
Good
Yeah,
God.
he just takes it right on the face. Just he spits out some teeth.
Right, wonderful.
You can move
Cool.
if you'd like.
Yeah, after I hit him in the face, yeah, I guess I'll just move.
All right, I'll see myself out.
I'll exit, and my plan now is, in all of the chaos, my plan is to try and escort the netrunner to.
What, you're not gonna help me fucking knock this guy out? You're just gonna leave me?
You've got cyber arms, and I just punched the guy in the face. I mean, I didn't do anything, but I think you'll handle it. I should be fine.
Are you kidding me?
You've got cyber arms.
At least chuck my trousers in here.
You've ripped them to pieces, and I don't know what happened to them. So, as far as I'm concerned, Jerax with no trousers just came in and saved me. And so I punched him in the face, and I'm like, right, job done. Bish, bash, bosh. Right, I've done my fucking job. Now, on to the next part. And the next part of my plan is to try and get Miss Frizz into or Ms. Frizz into a position where she can access Todd's PC and get into the larger system. Because while all of this shit's going on, if we can lock ourselves into a room, we can maybe smash a window and grapple out. So that's my plan here anyway. So have I got 4 squares of room here?
I can't believe you're leaving me with this guy in a room.
Yeah, there you go. You can do that. That'll work.
Like some weird cage match.
Right, so I'm going to go into the...
He's an assist trophy. He tags in, gives him for 1 punch, and then keeps moving.
I'm gonna get to I'm gonna get to around here and then shout for Miss Frizz. I mean, I don't even know whether I would know your name though, would I? Maybe I'll just shout Iguana Lady.
Is Miss Frizz your gamer tag?
No, so it would be Lizzie would be her tag.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess from the iguana that I spotted earlier, I would make the assumption, make the assessment, the leap of logic, and Lizzie, get your head out of the clouds. We need you to hack into these systems. I'm all of the subterfuge out the window at the moment. There's alarms going all over the place. I'm just shouting as loud as I possibly can to try and be heard over the alarm.
Okay. Well, it's the receptionist's turn. All right. Those of us who have worked, kind of low end, entry level, not great, not fun jobs. What do you do? Like, what do you even... I think she ducks behind the desk. I think at this point, she just ducks for cover. There's not a clear path for her to escape. She's not going to push past these people. She's just going to duck and cover.
Maybe cry.
Crying is a free action.
I would be going into the back room at this point. If there is one.
There's no back room. Like, there are people, we'll say, between her and the back room. There's no room back, like, oh, let's go over here. I keep forgetting to do that. So Jim is now here. This is the fighting room, just for our viewers. The receptionist is, this is the cage. The receptionist is ducking and covering, but her only paths of egress would be here past Miss Frizz, or here past Jim Fingers.
Or into the bathroom.
That's still, like, she'd have to run past somebody.
Yeah, you're right.
I think for starters, she's going to duck, and then after that, she'll see what happens next. All right. It's the Frizz. You can move in meat space, though you cannot you can't get more than 6 meters away from here, since you're still tagged in. So do you want to take your net actions first?
Yes, I would like to.
Okay.
Now that the Hellhound has followed me in here, I'd like to use my sword again on it.
All right. Roll an interface with +1 bonus. Oh my god.
Wow.
Negative? How does that even happen?
I rolled a critical failure, and when you roll a 1 on the d10, you roll another d10 and subtract that from the first roll, which is why crits fails are so awful.
Oh my god.
Roll your 3d6.
Ugh, 6.
Wow. You've
These
got some
rolls have been so
incredible
bad.
rolls.
Well, I'm replacing Golden Boy, so.
Oh, it died.
It
Nice.
de-reses.
I want to take my next action to try and deactivate the program that is causing the alarm, which I assume is this. After I can hear like what's going on in meat space.
Correct. You can see it too, because again, your virtuality goggles impose things on reality, but you can still see reality through them. Again, it's an AR thing. There is a floor below you,
like Half-Life Alyx.
Yes, except that you would still be able to see the room that you're standing in.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, she like when she controls that little thing, it's like an AR, like for the wires and stuff like that.
No, there we go. That's right. There's one more floor down, and there's a control node here. You can use your action to control if you want.
I would like to control. Do I know what it's controlling?
You do not.
Okay. Then I'd like to see if I can control whatever this is.
Okay.
I'm hoping that's going to be the alarm.
All right, let me see here. Reading this, I'm going to say that you are aware of what is in here before I go any further, just based on my understanding of the rules. This control node controls elevators, lights, and sprinklers.
Then I'm going to move forward. I'm not going to use my action to use to control that node.
Okay, you've used one net action. Let's see what lies below.
I'm going to use that control node.
There we go. All right. This one does in fact contain, this controls doors, security doors in one part of the building, security cameras, and alarms in the blue zone.
I'd like to turn off all the alarms in the. Can I do multiple actions in this? Like,
nope. Yeah, you can only do one of its functions.
Okay, so like I can either open up doors, turn off the cameras, or stop the alarm.
Correct.
I stop the alarm.
Roll interface.
And then am I allowed to speak after stopping the alarm?
Yes, you are.
All right, so I take my. I stop the alarm.
Before
I take my
you do that,
off.
real quick, you have to roll interface in order to turn off the alarm.
Okay, cool.
So let's hope you still. Okay, yep. Carry on.
All right, I take my goggles off and I go, thank you, everyone. This has been a test of the security system here. Do not panic. Everything is operational. I'm so sorry, ma'am. I had to make sure that everything was, and I'm like leaning over the desk trying to talk to her.
Okay, roll persuasion.
After she hit the alarm. You're going to try and convince her that that was a test.
15.
At -3 at this point for 12.
That's still pretty good.
She is still ducking under her desk. On her turn, you will know how effective that was.
All right.
Jerax,
Yep.
it's your turn.
Okay, I have one goal in my mind, and it's not to stop the alarms.
The alarms have
I've got to
stopped.
Okay, I mean, I've got to knock this guy out, and I've got to steal his trousers. 'Cause otherwise, I'm going to look like an idiot. So I'm trying to choke him out.
Okay. On your turn, you automatically apply your body score as damage to him. What is your body score?
My body score is 5.
Okay, he automatically takes 5 damage.
Mm-hmm. Just gonna keep trying to choke him. Do I roll a brawling check?
Nope. I reread it, and you just choke him. But on his turn,
well.
he can roll to break free. If you choke him for 3 consecutive rounds, he's unconscious. Or if he runs out of hit points, he's unconscious.
Gotcha.
But so his chance comes on his turn. There's no chance of you failing on your turn.
Wouldn't it be more efficient then to beat the shit out of him?
In some cases, like for a corporate goon, sure. But for some absolute badass who's got a ton of health, choking might be more effective.
Does Bradley Simmons, what's his name? Bradley Simmons? Does he look like a badass?
He does
You
not
just watched
look...
him take. You just watched him take a brass knuckle swing to the face.
When you walked in this room, he did not. Then he no-sold a punch to the jaw.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with the choking.
All right.
His name is Brad. I mean,
Yeah.
mhm.
The door down here opens up. And Todd pokes his head around the corner, his hair standing off at just, this angle. Ah, Natalie, I've been waiting for you.
God, I hate him so much.
Does he hear the alarm when he's inside his sound dampened room?
Everybody heard the alarm. The alarm also, imagine if the entire board of directors was meeting in the sound dampened room and the alarm goes off and they don't notice and they all just cook and die.
That does, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. Is that all Tad does?
Mm-hmm.
Todd, I'm here, and I'm just filled with self-loathing as I even make attempts at eye contact with this creature called Todd. We've got a problem, Todd, and I know only you can solve it.
Naturally. Please, step inside. We can discuss further.
I don't step all the way into the office. I step in the door and very purposely brace
So
my
his
foot
door
against the
is
sliding.
still closed. He's inviting you into the conference room, which you booked earlier for the appointment that you were ostensibly supposed to be, where ostensibly he's been waiting for several minutes as you...
Me arriving to the appointment.
Exactly, as you terrified poor Braxton over there. So he's ushering you into the conference room.
Okay. I walk towards him.
Go ahead and move
let's go,
yourself.
Natalie. And Natalie's gonna stand right here and just kind of coyly, not all the way in the room, Natalie, get out of the room, Natalie.
Don't go in there!
No closing doors in Todd. I'm gonna lean in the doorway and be like, Todd, I'm in big trouble, and I need your help. And then I was like, we gotta stop this alarm, Todd.
The alarm is off.
Hasn't it stopped?
Yes. The alarm is off.
He just shuts it off.
No. The alarm was turned off. Oh. Somebody turned it off. You're not
The
sure who.
sound has turned off, right? Are people still going to come?
Great question. All you know is that the flashing lights and the noise is off.
Well, first of all, I'm kind of mad because now I think maybe the situation is over and maybe nobody had to talk to Todd. But just in case it's not, I'm pretty sure people are going to come. So say, I came here on business and everything went wrong, Todd, and I was just wondering if you could help me out. Can you call downstairs and make sure security's not coming?
Have a seat. I'll
This is
see
not
what I
corporate,
can
so
do.
Natalie's kind of just self-loathingly speaking to this person.
Well, have a seat, and I'll see what I can do.
I don't think I really have time to sit down, Todd.
I don't
gotta
know
collect
if
the
I
rest of
have
my
time
team.
to make this call. I'm quite busy. I'm very successful these days.
Right, well, you never really had time, so I see nothing has changed, and I slowly walk down the hallway away from Todd and try to get to the security room, I guess. 'Cause-
Well, Militech has a very good response time. I'm sure they'll be here any moment now.
Well, maybe you should come with me then and talk to them and tell them there's no problem. So I turn around and I grab him and I drag him with me back to.
Okay.
Well, as far as
Roll
I'll go.
a brawling check.
Brawling, eh? Okay.
He's not like brawling, he's just trying to not.
15.
He does not. He looking like a freaking well-dressed Frankenstein, just standing there, utterly immobile. His visage unreadable through his slatted cyber glasses, and his
Okay.
clearly
I turn
replaced
around.
eyes.
And I fix him with a look of disgust. And I'm going to be like, look, Todd, I'm going to be real with you. I used your name and credentials to get up in here. So unless you solve this problem, it's all going to be in your lap in about 15 seconds. So do you want to know how to solve this? Or do you want to stand there like a dumbass Frankenstein?
Oh, that's persuasion. That's persuasion. That's the thing where having a high cool stat helps. Roll it.
No cool, Natalie. You got no cool. I feel like we should get more cool.
You can get more cool. You can spend your points to increase your cool.
And we're going to use our luck here. Natalie is trying her hardest to summon every cool thing that she's ever seen in every movie and NCIS episode. So she's going to get herself up to about a 14.
Okay. All right, well, you'll find out his response on his next turn.
Hey, Todd.
All right, it is now time for Bradley Simmons, the man, the myth, the legend.
Break out of my chokehold.
Roll an opposed grappling check. You have +2.
Grappling or brawling?
Brawling. My D&D brain check.
Wow.
Yes, barely.
Yes.
He's like trying to get a gun in the drawer, and you just keep.
I will
For
have
clarity,
your
that was
trousers.
A 10 for Bradley and 11 for Jarex.
I do want to whisper that in his ear as I'm choking him out. I will have your trousers, Simmons.
Joe, how tall were you imagining Bradley Simmons to be compared to Jerax?
He's like 5'5".
Oh, geez.
Small guy with small trousers.
You know, he's
Yes.
Yeah. Jerax is really tall.
Maybe he's got really long legs though and a really short torso.
he
You don't
does
know.
not.
Yeah.
He does not. That's a DM decision right there. He definitely does not. All right, well that's it for him. Jim, it's your turn. The alarms are off. The receptionist is alarmed.
I am going to continue to shout at Ms. Frizz to come and help me get into the system. I'm ignoring what she's saying about it just being a test or whatever. Shit's gone crazy. We've assaulted the head of security for this floor. There could be Militech people coming. We need to get in, get out. So I am gonna walk over to this door and try and break in. I have my breaking and entering tools.
That'll take you a minute to use, which is 10 rounds.
Oh, that is a long time. And Todd is just having a discussion with the others in the conference room.
No, they're standing in the hallway. Natalie refused.
they're in the hallway.
Yeah, Natalie refused to go into the conference room at all. You'd be aware of this before you move. You could be aware of this before you move.
And when I went in from the conference room to Todd's room, he didn't lock it behind me. It was just open. Right?
Can confirm.
I can't.
No, it did close, but it has. Yeah.
It closed, but it didn't lock, right?
It's not a physical lock, it's an electronic lock.
Yeah, god damn this guy. Yeah, a minute is too long, I think. Maybe not. How does net running work? How close do you have to be to a device? Because presumably if it's wireless, you don't have to be touching it or anything. So you could be remote.
You have to be within 6 meters of it. However, I am going to tell Ms. Frizz this right now. You are at the bottom of this network. Todd's computer is on the same network. There is another network. Oh, no, actually, Todd's computer is partially on the same network, but there's a separate partition. There are 2 networks in here. We'll just do it. Yeah, that's faster. That's better. Yeah, you do need to get access to his computer. We'll do it that way.
Okay, God damn, a minute is a long time. I'm gonna I'm gonna make my movement towards the conference room then.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk towards the conference room.
All right, you cannot end your square in your movement in somebody else's square. There we go. Do you take an action?
No, I'm just utilizing more movement.
Okay. Ms. Frizz, player 2 has entered the game.
Cool. My favorite.
Oh Christ, that other netrunner that we called.
Uh-oh. It's almost like someone gave them a tip that there was going to be some kind of cyber attack that they should
let's
call their
see.
netrunner.
I don't know who would do that. That sounds real stupid.
The other netrunner activates a program. Let's see which one we want. All right. The other netrunner, as they descend through the different levels, a cloud of blinding, glowing, multicolored lights swirl around the netrunner's icon. The icon looks like a wireframe of almost a art model, those little art modeling dolls. But as the wireframe, it sort of flows down and it's got sound waves. It's like one of those old Windows Media Player visualization models.
Ooh,
embodied
yes.
in an art, statuette. One of those things that people use for posing. That's what this netrunner looks like. So they move up and they activate a program. That is it for them. And then it was Jim, and now it's the receptionist. As you say that, she says, "Bradley? Bradley? Are you hearing this? Is this true, Bradley?" Frizz, it's your turn. You are still in the system because you didn't use an action to tap out.
No, I'm still in the system. There seems to be a level beyond it.
There is not. That is a visual anomaly.
Okay, cool.
Which I might be able to fix. Hang on. Yep. What?
I am going to open up all the doors.
Okay. As one action. That's awesome.
As
Great.
one action. And I'm not aware that there was a netrunner in another program inside of the same cyberspace. Correct?
You are aware. I don't see the rules for if you can't see anything on other floors. I'm leaving things revealed. I'll do a reread of the rules for next time. But for now, I'm going to say that you are aware that another netrunner is in the system, and you are aware that they have activated a defensive program of some kind.
Okay. I don't really have anything. I mean, I can only move 2 spaces for my 2 more actions, and that wouldn't even get me to the same space as the netrunner.
Right. That's probably why they did. That's probably why they're positioned where they are.
Yeah. I'm going to. What was this space? It was doors. It was the alarm, and it was one other thing.
Sprinkler. Okay, so this room, the one that you're in, controls doors, security cameras, and alarms. The one above you. Go ahead.
I'm gonna. Can I turn the sprinklers on and then shout out?
That's the node above you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Then yeah, security cameras. I'm gonna turn those off.
Okay.
Open up the doors and turn off the security cameras.
All right. All the doors in the WorldSat office swing open, and all the security cameras turn off.
That's not even my turn.
All right, good. No, nicely done, nicely done. Let me make sure I've actually accomplished that. And also, just you may have already realized this, but just so that all of our viewers know, the other netrunner could turn the alarms back on if they gain control of the system.
They get past me.
Exactly. Okay, well done. That's it for your turn. Do you want to move in meat space at all?
No.
All right.
I can only move 6 meters from where I'm connected, so I'm good where I am.
This is the excellent. All right.
Oh, actually, with the doors open, I'm gonna like crouch behind with the receptionist and be like, "Oh gosh, something's happening!" And like kind of pretend that I don't know what's going on either, and like crouch down with her.
All right. Jerax.
Yep. Just gonna keep choking.
He is now
Not much changes.
severely injured.
Oh, because of the 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How many more chokes do I have to get through?
You've choked him one more round and he falls unconscious, regardless of whether or not you reduce his health.
Cool. Let's keep choking.
All right. It is Todd's turn. Natalie, you used all your luck and you told him to call off the security guards, right?
I did.
Okay. I'm going to need a moment to parse this. Let's see.
I'm staring Todd down the whole time. Can I get a backup too from Jim Finger's intimidating presence?
Is he that intimidating?
Very intimidating.
Doesn't take a lot to intimidate Todd.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna die.
It's very possible we all die here.
I'm just trying to. So I'm going through his head. He has power right now. He likes having power. He has control of the situation. How could he has 2 choices. He can either use his power to defeat you, or he can use his power to get something that he wants. So,
He broke up with me.
he did. That's not where he was going.
Same.
Let's
He wants your
Coward.
pantsless friend in the nearby room.
exactly. His eyes have been
Have
drawn
chair.
by the I can call off security. I need something in exchange.
And what's that?
A parking spot.
What kind of parking spot, Todd?
At your complex.
At the company complex?
No, the one where you dwell.
Ew. Why?
Well, if Militech doesn't arrive with assault rifles in the next 15 seconds, maybe I'll tell you.
I'm thinking that I've already promised my car to Gina. I probably won't have any use for my own parking spot. So sure, Todd, yep, you can absolutely have a parking spot at my complex if you tell security that nothing is wrong up here and any people that you happen to see up here are totally okay. Then you can have a parking spot.
There are no security cameras in this room. He points into the conference area. I'm going to guess that you're not a real janitor at all.
Oh, me?
Yes.
No, I own the building where you're looking to get a parking spot.
Oh, then why am I talking to her? Excellent. Both of you, please step inside and I'll sort all this out for you, and then we can talk business.
No, we sort it here and now, Todd. You just told me how soon the tech are coming.
Ah, yes, I'm the one who can tell them not to come. Clock's ticking. Natalie, it's your turn.
Oh, I absolutely do not want to go in this conference room. If you lead the way, I will enter this conference room, Todd.
Oh, well, then who's going to speak to security? If anyone arrives.
The year is 2044, Todd. Call them on your cell phone.
All right, give me one more persuasion check.
Perception. 10.
Sorry, I meant persuasion, not perception.
Hey.
Yes. 11.
11.
Okay, we will give Jim a chance to also talk Todd into going first. The two of your powers will combine, and on success, he will go in first.
I pull out my gun and point it at his head and say, "Get in the fucking room, Todd."
We're gonna do that on your turn. Okay. It is Bradley's turn. The last stand of Bradley motherfucking Simmons. If he breaks out right now, he's a legend. Roll a brawling check. You get +4. He gets a minus something.
Come on! He's got
No.
-2 to that, so it's a 14.
Very
right?
winnable.
At
Very
least-
winnable.
At least a -2.
He rolled a 10, but then he one afterwards.
Yeah,
you
no,
+2.
you got that.
Powerful.
It is a struggle for the ages. Sweat drips down both of your foreheads as he, man against machine, shoves against the iron and chrome locked around his neck in one last desperate chance to save his trousers. And he fails. All right.
I succeeded. He's unconscious.
No, he's failed to break out. On your turn, you can knock him unconscious.
Ah, okay.
Meanwhile, in the system, the other netrunner. Wait. Oh. I missed.
That's why I stayed.
Yeah. He would know that. He was here. So 1, 2, 3. It would take 3 movement. Yep. Well, this guy's smart. I'm gonna play him smart. Oh, I know what he'll do.
Oh,
He drops another hellhound up top.
stop. Leave me alone.
So if you attempt to, actually, you could disconnect from the system safely. But because when you safely disconnect, you avoid, as long as you use your action to do it, you avoid any other black ice that's still in the system.
Right.
You only get forcibly, like, it's only really bad if you are forcibly disconnected, I believe.
Yeah.
So now,
so I don't have to go to this first level to disconnect?
no, you can disconnect from any level.
Oh,
You just have to use your action to disconnect. And yeah, the bad thing that happens if you just walk away is that any black ice system still in the they all get a free shot at you. Is what happens.
Yeah.
They all just hit you. So before it was safe to bail, but you were protecting the alarm node. Now he's left behind a nasty surprise. I'm just going to get rid of this other one, and that'll be it. He'll just wait at that point. Jim, it's your turn. Are you pulling a gun on him?
Yes. At this point, I'm gonna sigh. I'm gonna say, Todd, I have had quite about enough with this fucking day. And I'm gonna pull out my gun and say, listen to the nice lady. And I'm gonna tap my gun on his head.
Dum dum.
There's a hollow echoing sound.
Get into the conference room.
Okay. That's your turn. It is now the receptionist. As all the doors start opening, and as you duck behind with her, she looks left, looks right, and dips. She clambers over the desk and just runs out the door into the rest of the structure. This job isn't worth that.
She doesn't get paid enough.
Exactly.
What is it called? EB? What does that stand for?
Eurobucks.
Yeah, she doesn't get paid enough Eurobucks.
Exactly. Kelly, it is your turn. You are in the system. Your new best friend has deployed a nasty surprise. You can abandon the system if you want.
I can abandon the system, but that's not going to stop this tech runner from following us later on when we're trying to help out with Todd's computer. So, if I attack him, I have to be in the same zone as him.
Mm-hmm. You also know the Hellhound is going to come after you because it's not just set in trap mode, it's set in hunt mode. So on its turn, it's going to start moving towards you.
Could I can't cast Hellbolt from here either. Like, I know I have to use sword in the same zone, but I couldn't cast my other program. I have to be in the same area.
Correct.
All right. Then I'm just gonna disconnect because there's too much going on right now, too much chaos, and even though I'm aware that there's another netrunner in here, I'll deal with them later. So I use one of my actions to disconnect.
All right. Use your net action and you tap out.
And I noticed that my friend's gone. And I'm a little sad.
Now, you cannot take net actions and meet actions in the same turn, but now that you're safely disconnected, you can move. And you opened all the doors, so you could get into the office.
I'd like to get into the office.
Okay. Go ahead and move up to your move score in squares. Diagonals are fine.
I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And which office am I trying to get into?
This is This is the fancier office. This is like a not so fancy office.
I'm going for the fancy office.
All right. You make your full move. Actually, hold on. I need to adjust something.
Oh, actually, I can move 5 by here.
Yeah,
if
that's
I'm right
good.
here, I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I can stand by the door.
Yes.
Damn.
And you're almost close enough to tap in.
Okay, cool.
Excellent. Jerax, it's your turn. The choking is complete. The target.
Trousers time.
The target is neutralized, and you use the rest of your action to disavow him of his trousers.
Yep. Gonna take his trousers. And you said he's like pretty short. He's like 5'5". Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, if you'll allow it, I'm going to gonna pull over my socks over the trousers so they're kind of tucked in, so that I can kind of get away with wearing shorter trousers.
All right. It doesn't make the waist any more comfortable, but it's at least helping the disguise.
Yeah, I just want to pull them over. So like that's proper military, you know what I mean? Like you got the actual socks pulled over the bottom. That's real military. It makes me feel like actually this is how I was supposed to wear the disguise the whole time, and I've only just realized it. The PC is all turned off.
The PC has been knocked over and the screen has shattered.
Cool. Yeah. Sorry about
that. And what about on the body of Bradley Simmons?
He's a security guard. He'd have an agent. He didn't get to his sidearm in time. He would have a card, a security card.
Yeah. I'm going to take his security card, and I'm going to take his sidearm.
Okay, his sidearm is in the desk. You cannot take the sidearm and equip the pants in the same 3-second round.
Ah, yeah. We're doing that.
But because he had stuff in his pants, you now have the contents of his pants.
What was in his trousers?
His agent and his security card.
Mine now. What did I have in my old trousers?
Great question. You better go get it.
Oh, God. What did I have? Oh, I think it was tons of stuff. Okay. Well, he's knocked out. He's not going to be... listen, I won't go for the gun.
Didn't you actually? Yeah, you said they were cargo pants with many, many, many different pockets and lots of things in them.
I'd like to move towards my trousers if possible.
Okay. Go ahead and move.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is roughly where
you've reached the ruins of your trousers.
Wonderful. Yes. Yeah, I'm just going to pick them up and put them over my shoulder.
Okay. Something falls out of the top pockets. Not the cargo pants, but like whatever you kept in your main pockets, they fall out as you toss them over your shoulder.
Oh, God. What would that have been? 7 little bottles of alcohol. I don't know.
Clang, clang, clang.
I mean, I'm just going to leave those there. That's my go, I think. I don't have any more actions.
All right. Todd will look from the gun to Natalie and inscrutably walk into the conference room. At gunpoint.
So we have. Can I use my? I know he doesn't have a lot of human empathy, but my human empathy to kind of read how this is going over with him.
Human perception. Yeah, human perception would be the skill here. You're very good at it, but he's very hard to read because.
I remember.
Yeah. It's not like he was ever super emotionally available, and now, yikes.
I just want to know if he still feels like he's clever and he's got the upper hand here, or if he's starting to just realize it's a lot easier to just listen to us. So,
Gotcha.
I got a 17, Todd.
He still feels very confident.
So I say, put the gun down, Jim. Listen, Todd. It's purely transactional. You want the parking space? It's yours. Just call off the security. I say,
My parking space.
Jim, it's mine. I pay rent, Jim. Don't fuck this up.
Okay.
But hold on to the gun.
Okay. Bradley Simmons, we hardly knew you, as he is unconscious in his office.
At least I didn't kill him, you know?
No, you...
Wait, Jim is in this room with me, right? I just want to double check before you...
Jim will be able to be in the room with you on his turn. All right. You do not know what the netrunner is doing.
Our netrunner or their netrunner?
Their netrunner.
Delightful.
Okay. Jim, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go into the room with the others. Wander into the room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lower my gun, but keep it in my hand, ready to blast this annoying son of a bitch's brains all over the place. If anyone bothers me, I tried to come in here and be all sneaky. I'm not a sneaky guy. I know people who beat people up, and that's how I get my jobs done. I don't. None of this acting shit. So instead, I'm gonna poke my head out and look for Frizz as well. Look for Iguana Woman.
Yep.
And see that she is following us down the hall.
Well,
Although she's heading to the other room, right?
Yeah, she's heading into that office.
Yeah. So I'm going to continue to walk towards the door at the other side. So I'm going to go around the table, but I'm aiming to go towards the other room. Because all of the doors have now been opened, right? So that's a direct open connection between the conference room and Todd's office?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, my general plan is just to kind of hold down the area and wait until we have the data, and then we can try and escape with these grappling hooks.
All right. The receptionist is gone. And as the receptionist leaves, you see more people start... no, they're actually... See, they're corporate drones, so they're trying to wonder, will I be punished if I abandon my position? I haven't heard any gunshots. Is this worth losing my job over?
But they did hear the alarm, so wouldn't they start to evacuate?
Are they just like congregating more and more around the water filter? Like just go?
The alarm... So the alarm went off for like 6 seconds and then stopped. And they're on the 13th floor.
And I did yell that it was just a test.
Right. So they're kind of... It's that thing where you really don't want to do that whole walk down all those flights, you know? It's just... So everyone's sort of at that point where like, do we have to? Do we not have to? What's going on here? What's the deal? And I am making some quick adjustments to my map because it is likely that we are going slightly off base. So give me a moment here. There we go. Excellent. And that will be it for their turn. Braxton Tyndall is having a hell of a day and is still waiting to see what the hell's going on. The Frizz, it's your turn. and I am preparing the second network, which wasn't originally on this map. So what would you like to do?
I'd like to go into the room.
All right. The room is immaculately, almost disturbingly clean. There's a chrome theme. A chrome, yeah, the janitor here must be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's too clean for my taste. I like to live with a bunch of like mess of wires and everything. You know those people like the streamers that have all the cute wire management. They're like, look, you can't see any wires. Mine's just, like I literally have like 100-foot Ethernet cable right next to my desk. That's just like pooled up and spooled a bunch. So that's kind of like what she's used to. She's very uncomfortable here, but she hops over the desk and she connects to the computer.
Okay, so that is one net action. Give me a moment to get this infrastructure ready for you. It's almost ready.
It's all good. I'm gonna do a display right now to showcase. I'm not joking. It's like I have so much just Ethernet cable right now.
Art imitates
and I just kicked
life.
up so much dog hair. No, no.
Whatever network is next to Todd's computer, it is not mostly here. It actually runs throughout the building and it goes all the way down into the basement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Which is why it's taking me a moment to get this loaded up. While I'm doing this, Jerax, what would you like to do? And then we're going to go back and give you your turn just so that we can delay things too much.
So the alarm's gone off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm presuming that everyone's doing their business, right? Like, I would have seen. My idea is I've got to buy time. That's my plan in my head here. For what, I don't know, but presumably there is still Miltech on the way. Militech on the way. So it's time to bust out those newly polished acting skills. As I lean, all nonchalant against the wall, I'm gonna try and tuck the trousers to the side, put them out of the way, and I'm gonna just arms crossed, just kind of lean, basically as if I'm expecting them at any point, at any time, and I'm gonna wait for them.
Okay.
What an idea. What an idea. You have an unconscious head of security at your feet.
Yeah, and I'm going to sweet talk them away. Turn them
Brass
around.
knuckle mark on his face.
Well, nobody can see him.
You're wearing his trousers.
The uniform trousers checks out.
It actually has his name like sewn into it.
Simmons.
People wear their name tags in the future.
That's incredible.
Simmons' brother.
Okay.
That's amazing.
We're going to take a quick moment over here. Riz, welcome to the other network. You've used one net action to jack into this network. You can try to crack the password. You can try to pathfind. In order to pathfind, you'll have to beat whatever the password's difficulty is anyways.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the password.
Okay.
Anytime there's a lock in front of me, Miss Frizz just feels compelled to unlock it.
All right. Roll it. Interface.
And it's gonna be +2.
Because you got your
11.
Warmack. All right. Access denied.
Can I do the same thing? Can I try and unlock it again?
You can. You can also spend luck.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to spend, I have 6 luck. I'd like to spend 3.
Okay. Access granted. You can already tell the security in this room is higher, in this network is higher than the other one. Todd has access to corporate secrets.
It started with a red square. That's very high security.
Exactly. The red makes it go faster, but it costs extra. All right. So that was your second net action. What would you like your third net action to be?
I'd like to move on to the next level.
All right. Hold on. Whoopsie.
Oh.
That's what I get for taking shortcuts.
I didn't see anything.
Check the VOD. Once again, you have found a file. And this is your third net action. You immediately scoop it up. Not only is there some good pay data in here worth 250 eddies, but you have acquired the following information. I'm gonna DM this to you actually on Discord.
Okay.
Because nobody else is privy to this yet, and it would take a while. Let me just make sure none of this. Yep.
An above board question about like grabbing these files. Does this remove them from the system as well when she
No.
grabs them?
No, you're copying these. If you get to the bottom of the network, you can leave a virus to enact permanent changes on the network.
Ooh.
It could take a while, but the only way for you to do anything really permanent here is to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have sent you the information that you've acquired.
Thank you.
And that finishes your turn. Jerax tries to act super cash. And Todd, let's see, you've walked him into the room. And he will, let's see, what sort of cybernetics does he have? He'll pull out his agent. It is no, actually, he'll tap his glasses. He's got Google Glass. He taps those and says, "This is Synergy. The security situation on the 13th floor is contained. I repeat, the security situation is contained. Please disregard."
Natalie's actually kind of like shocked that he did it and immediately suspicious that something worse is coming.
Now about my parking space. Natalie, it's your turn.
It's E6 on the 3rd level down. Enjoy.
After you say that, he is going to turn his attention to Jim. We will let Jim roleplay on Jim's turn. We are deleting poor Bradley from that.
Rest in peace, Bradley.
He's not dead. I didn't kill him.
I gotta fix my notes.
Meanwhile, the other netrunner jacks in right behind you with the first net action.
Great. So their access point, wherever they are, has access to all of the security fields, not just like the specific location ones.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Thanks, fingers.
And they are going to hit you with Banhammer. So a gigantic cartoon hammer. And they're going to attempt to thwack you. Roll interface. This is a defense check if you have any active programs that increase your defense.
The one that I have is armor, but I don't think it's for these kind of attacks. It lowers all brain damage I would receive by 4. Is this brain damage?
No, actually. This can only attack programs. So
I should have picked shield. I knew it.
He probably doesn't want to use that, honestly.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to use it.
Yeah. He's going to do zap instead. He's going to try to zap you twice. So just roll an opposed, what do you call it?
Interface?
Yeah, an opposed interface check.
Boop. 9 and 13 against his 2 attacks.
All right, and these are zaps, so it's 1d6 each time that you fail. Assuming, can zap hurt people? We should check that too.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no. I think zap is specifically for a black ice program. Let me check.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure zap only hits programs and it can't hit you.
This netrunner's not used to having people in his systems.
Yeah, it's against the program's defense or the netrunner's interface. So I think you can attack a netrunner.
Okay, then yeah, that's what he's going to do. Zap, zap.
Okay.
Yep, damage directly to the brain. All right, cool. Let's see.
Oh.
Wow.
So then I do have a program against that.
Awesome.
Or that helps.
The first one does hit. What does your program do?
It reduces brain damage by 4.
You take 2 points of health damage as he just starts to... Sort of what it sounds like.
He's slicing grey matter out of your brain.
Exactly.
My brain just becomes more and more smooth as I get attacked.
My wrinkles!
Is there a second attack? Oh no, he did 2. Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
All right, that's it for him.
What?
Jim, it's your turn.
Ah, yes. Robot Joe is here.
I really thought I turned that shit off. I went through the entire range, that's why I was silent for a moment. I was attempting to turn that shit off. It failed.
Okay, that's better.
There we go. All right, Jim, then. I'm gonna
About my parking space.
yeah. What about it?
Well, Jim, I would like to make sure that I have private access to it unless you're interested in selling your property.
Whoa. We never discussed access to the building. You just have the parking space.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'd have to make a separate agreement about an access card.
Well, great. Let's do that.
Okay,
Unless you're interested
cool.
in selling the building.
No, why are you interested in buying the building, Todd?
In real estate speculation.
Really?
It's an up-and-coming neighborhood, and I'm looking to diversify my prodigious portfolio.
You and the entirety of WorldSat, or is this just a solo Todd endeavor?
At the moment, it's the second one.
Just a solo Todd. So WorldSat itself, not interested in my building, would have no reason to be anywhere near my building.
I'm not speaking as a representative of WorldSat at the moment. I'm speaking as a representative of Synergy.
But you are a representative of WorldSat, Todd, unfortunately. Why, what do you think my building could be worth in a while?
In a while, it depends on market fluctuations. I would be willing to pay 100,000 cash.
100,000. That is a fair old amount.
Natalie's just making gagging faces and like.
It comes with the added benefit of fewer people trying to kill you.
What do you mean trying to kill me? Haven't had people trying to kill me in a while.
Oh, I've heard about all sorts of violence in there. It's a very dangerous part of town.
People tend to stay away from me. I've got a solo that lives in my building.
Oh, how is he doing these days?
He's great.
That's great to hear.
This slimy
100,000
son of a bitch.
cash.
I'm afraid the building isn't for sale at the moment, Todd.
Deeply unfortunate.
Yes. Very unfortunate. What other market speculation have you been interested in? Other properties that you've been investing around?
None of those have really gone anywhere.
Really, just my building. Just that one in particular.
For now.
And no reason for it.
It's an up-and-coming neighborhood.
Certainly is.
Anything
I am
else
just
from you?
engaging him in conversation to try and buy time for the net running. I'm just gonna try and I'll continue to haggle with him as well. 100,000 is pretty good, but I don't think I could part with it for more than I don't know. It'd have to be a bit higher. I'm just gonna try and rope him along to try and drag this process out as long as possible.
Okay. The rope-a-dope continues, and meanwhile, in the system, Frizz, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna kick this netrunner's ass.
Okay, what do you got?
I have an ability called Hellbolt.
Okay. That is a
It does
deployable...
2d6, it does 2d6 damage, and if their cyber deck isn't insulated, then it catches on fire.
All right. If you get lit on fire in the game, you get lit on fire in real life.
Exactly. Well, it's like, you like overload their circuit board or some kind of shit, and it blows up and catches on fire.
The smoke gets out. The smoke that powers electronics escapes from the electronics and it stops working.
The gas. There you go.
The gas.
All right. So you can only activate each program once per round, but this is only a single net action, and Hellbolt is +2 to attack. So roll an interface check and add 2.
Ooh, I think my 26 beats your 8.
Yeah. Okay. He has flak deployed. Let me see what flak does.
It reduces the attack of all non-black ice
To 0. So you are aware.
Whoa.
You are aware that he has flak activated. You may do something different with your first net running action if you'd like.
Okay, yeah. If I know that he has that activated.
It is a targetable program.
Oh, so I can specifically attack that program? Okay, then I'd prefer to do that with just the sword attack.
Okay. We'll keep those old rolls. Roll the sword damage.
Okay. Roll 3d6.
Yep.
13.
13. Okay. The flak is gone.
And then I'd like to do the Hellbolt.
Go for it.
+2, 14.
All right. Yep.
Nice.
What is what is the iguana, the learning magical school bus learning iguana's Hellbolt look like?
Oh, that's another thing too. Anytime she goes into a new room, it's like a transition of like a magic school bus that like flies across the screen. And she's recording all of this.
Mm-hmm.
The iguana, it turns into a fire lizard, of course, a salamander.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with his fire abilities, and does like a kind of like a Kamehameha sort of like, Hadouken ability.
Nice. Okay, roll 2d6 for brain damage, and we'll see what we get. Oh, not
2.
Wow.
I mean, really, it's the lighting them on fire that's important, right?
It actually, yes, it is.
So I need a little on fire icon. We'll use the red, and we'll get rid of the flak. And you still have another net action left.
And the file that I see right here, I already have access to that, and I've already like essentially downloaded it.
Correct.
Okay, I'm moving to the next level because I'm going to try and run away from this dude.
Congratulations, you discovered a hellhound.
Yay!
Roll
Another hellhound.
Yep. Roll an interface check. This is speed based. So if you have any boosts to your speed, then you get them. Otherwise, just roll it.
11. Ooh, what's a tie?
All right. Consult the tome.
Oh,
According
if
to
it's
the
D&D
tome.
meets it, beats it.
Often in Cyberpunk, it has to beat. Let's see.
Okay.
If it beats your roll, it immediately gets to hit you.
Yeah.
So it didn't beat.
It did not beat, which means, but you are out of net actions. So it gets added to the initiative count right above the highest current initiative.
Okay.
Which is so we're going to say the Hellhound is at 17. And that is it for your turn.
Cool.
Meanwhile, in meat space, Jerax, no Militech guards have showed up yet.
That's weird. Response time's usually better than this, isn't it? Yeah. Now, I wouldn't be aware that they've been called off by Todd, but I can assume that something good has happened. So I don't really know what the best course of action is here. Probably go back over to Bradley and just make sure he's knocked out.
Yep, he's still sleeping on the job.
Whack him in the face again.
Whack.
Yeah, just got to double check
Just a
that he doesn't
robo
wake
slap.
up.
All right, bam! You robo slap him.
Yep.
Okay. Good talk.
Amazing.
All right, Jim had his turn. Todd spent his turn talking. Like, turns are 3 seconds, and Josh and I probably talked for well over that. Natalie, what do you want to do? He's negotiating and trying to buy the apartment, and Jim is stalling him.
Muted.
Sorry, my chef was making a lot of noise.
All good.
We mentioned this last episode where Alex's character Leo was texting us. Are we actually able to text and receive on our agents right now?
Yes, you are. The WorldSat is not down. However, for mysterious reasons, you cannot for mysterious clown-related reasons, Monarch cannot be contacted at this time.
Got it. I feel like we sort of need to rally the group, figure out what remains of our objective, and consider our GTFO options. I don't have Miss Frizz's number, but I'm gonna text Leon, Jim, and Jerax, and just say like, "What's left?" Question mark? Question like 18 question marks. Time to GTFO. Send.
All right. Meanwhile,
And then I
sorry, go ahead.
really sweet.
All right. Meanwhile, the Hellhound is going to do the scary voice thing, except I'm afraid to do it because I don't want it to get stuck, and then I'll be normal this round, and then next round I turn into a scary robot, and we're not going to do that. So, roll a defensive interface check. Oh my god, what is this trash? Oh! Whoopsie. You take 4 points of damage as it attacks your brain.
Powerful brain attacks.
There's an and as well. And your cyber deck catches on fire.
What?
Yeah.
That's not good.
That the Hellhound does to you what you did to the Netrunner. You are now on fire in meat space. It will take a meat space action to extinguish yourself. And you will automatically take 2 damage whenever you end your turn. That is it for the Hellhound. It is now the enemy Netrunner's turn. He...
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted that entire time.
no worries. Go
I
ahead.
have hardened circuitry. I thought that stopped fire, but I guess it doesn't.
Did we confirm? No, that protects you against EMPs. It does not stop it from... Yeah, there's a different add-on that costs 1 slot called insulated wiring that protects you from being lit on fire.
No. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Unlucky.
Indeed.
All right. It is Streamline's turn. You don't notice Streamline doing anything at the moment, in the net at least. Probably busy stopping himself from being on fire.
Are you physically on fire?
Yes.
No. Wait, me?
Yeah, you're on fire. When
My
the hell...
cyber deck is.
Right, and your clothes are also on fire.
Huh.
That's, again, it's
My space dress.
Now, it just started, so if you spend your meat action this turn turning it off, then you'll be fine, but then you won't be able to escape from the Hellhound or do anything else. So, Jim, you notice behind the desk, Lizzie just lit on fire.
I am going to... All right, I mean, the situation is fucked up enough. I'm going to smash any fire alarm button that I see nearby.
Okay.
Yeah, because I assume that's going to activate the sprinklers.
Yep, the sprinklers turn on. Those weren't... And no alarm goes off for some reason.
Yay!
The other Netrunner did not have time to screw all that up. Was too busy chasing Lizzie. All right, so on the one hand, everybody's soaked. On the other hand, you're not on fire. Well done. It is now the Frizz's turn once again.
Well, since I'm not on fire and hopefully my cyber deck isn't affected by all the falling water.
Not according to the rules.
Oh. All right. Then I am going to attack this Hellhound.
Fun fact, I was looking at the sword. It only does 2d6 against Black Ice programs, not 3d6.
Did I mean to grab the banhammer then?
The banhammer does the same. They basically do the same.
No, they're opposite. Banhammer does 3d6 to non-black eyes. Sword does, yes.
I was backwards. You are good.
Yes,
Well
I don't know
chosen.
why, but I assumed I'd be fighting a lot of black eyes. I made that assumption, and so that's why I picked the sword.
Probably a good plan. Go ahead and roll an opposed interface check. You get +1 on this.
8.
Before I roll, would you like to spend any additional luck?
Yes, I'd like to spend my remaining 3 luck.
Up to 11.
For 11. Oh!
Didn't even need to.
Would have been fine.
Didn't need to.
Roll 3d6 as the teaching stick begins teaching once more.
Whacking.
Hey, that's better. 13.
That's much better.
Good roll.
All right, you have 2 additional net actions.
I'm gonna zap him.
Okay, roll to zap.
That'd be a 9.
Oh my god. All right, roll 1d6.
I say I'm so lucky. I think you're just unlucky.
A little at column A and a little at column B. You have 1 net action remaining.
And it's still not dead, obviously.
Still not dead.
And can I zap more than once?
You can.
I would like to zap him again.
Yeah, it's only programs that can go off once around.
I really would not like to fight 2 different bad guys at once. So another 1d6. Hey, that's what I want to see. 6 damage.
Yes.
You
Nice.
de-res the Hellhound. But that is the end of your movement.
Cool.
All right. So, Jerax, having beaten this man senseless, is everything okay over there?
Yep. Gonna walk out and close the door behind me. Yep. It is.
There was an alarm. And I heard a toilet explode.
Yes, the alarm and the noises. There was an explosion, but not a fire explosion. It was an explosion of the fire extinguisher. Bit of a malfunction. My trousers actually got blown straight off, and Bradley over here was kind enough to have a spare pair. Me and Bradley, we go way back. I'm telling you. Just continue, but go back to work. Honestly, I feel like this loss of production might reflect poorly on you.
Of course, you and Bradley would be friends.
Sorry. What is he facing? Yes. Of course.
All right. Todd stares at Jim as the fire sprinklers go off. They seem to have no effect whatsoever on his hair.
What are you gonna do with that info?
This is vital information.
Dunno. So what you're telling me that the sprinklers go off and Todd's hair is still fantastic?
Yeah,
Still just stuck up.
It's still phenomenal.
All right.
I do assure
Noted.
you, those property values will go up, but it'll take some time to make your money back. And given the way things are going, you may not be around to take advantage of that. I think the fast cash is the smart play.
I'll take it under consideration, Todd. Thank you very much. I'll think about your offer very carefully. I got to get in touch with some other people around the place. You know how it is. Got to find some new tenants. You know how things are. Occasionally, people aren't who you think they are, and you have to end up replacing them.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that.
Why is that?
Because if you pay me, I'll make all those problems my problems.
I've got a lot of problems, Todd. You might not want all my problems.
I'm excellent at problem management.
This is Todd's turn, right?
I even have a certification, several actually.
Oh, really? How interesting. Please tell me more.
He proceeds to talk a little bit about himself. Natalie, roll a concentration check.
Am I pretending to concentrate on Todd's?
You have endured such conversations, such rattling off of his credentials many times in the past, and your tolerance for such things has been worn thin, but you are able to keep from snapping at this infuriating man. What would you like to do on your turn?
First, I'm going to glance at my phone and see if anyone has taken time to message me. If not, I'm going to send several more question marks to the group chat.
All right, everyone's phone beeps. I will remind you of this, that your phone beeps again on your turn.
And I get that Jim is just trying to keep Todd talking. So, even though I'm loath to talk to Todd, I'm just like kind of like simpering and being like, yeah, you're so smart, Todd. You solve all the problems. Definitely solved the problem of you being a giant douchebag in our relationship. It's definitely, you're so great at problem solving. Actually, can I do a library search for information on like who Todd is connected to? Like anything I have to update myself on that might help me flex on him verbally later, corporate style?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll at +2 because you're using your agent.
Boom. All right, that's a 13 plus 2.
All right, he works in acquisitions and corporate relations, PR.
PR. Oh, gross. Okay.
But it's a weird little department. It's like, it's not the main PR. It's its own separate sub-department that's named with like a couple of apartments names mashed together, or departments names mashed together. It's a fairly new development. Doesn't really fit well with the rest of the corporate structure. Which again, that's this entire office wing. This is a small office wing. There's like there's a couple of offices and one cube farm, and it's not huge. And it's just one part of this whole building. Something's weird here.
Is it called Synergy? Is it all under that umbrella?
Nope. His tag he's claimed for himself is Synergy. He didn't have that before he broke up with you, or you broke up with him. You broke up with him.
He's gained so much since, he actually broke up with me. I was desperate, and that's part of the resentment here. Yes, I am going to notice that he keeps trying to acquire this apartment building, and the flattery style that typically works well with Todd. Say, "Well, Todd, you're really branching out into a lot of new endeavors here. It's quite impressive. What's going on for you these days?"
Roll a conversation check.
13.
All right. This is what you were able to deduce. He is serious when he says he's speaking as a representative of himself, not WorldSat. He does not. This is a private conversation with the three of you right now. The rest of his company is not involved.
How concerning, seeing as we're on company property.
He's looking for an edge. He's got that, like, a glimpse of it. It's almost all gone, but that sort of, I think I'm really smart and I think I have a way to get ahead and to cut in line and not something for nothing, but like I think I have a really cunning, clever plan because I'm a clever boy and I'm going to go after this, and if this pays off, then obviously I was meant for great things. He's working an angle here. He thinks he has the advantage and he thinks there's a lot to gain, but he's trying to play it cool.
Interesting. And do we get any sense of this? A lot to gain is tied into his ownership and perhaps transference of the property that or that Jim owns, or
for 13.
He's trying to hold us in this room. Like he's as happy holding us in this room as. Oh, you're smiling. I think that's it.
for 13, you don't know.
Okay. I accept that I don't know.
All right. The Hellhound is dead. Goodbye, Hellhound. It is the other Netrunner's turn.
No.
This bad boy can fit so many Hellhounds in it.
Oh my god.
Slaps the top of the network.
Exactly. So he packed it up with him when he left the other network. So he's going to drop that in, and then he's going to move back up one level. And he puts it into hunter-killer mode. So on his turn, it's going to seek you out.
Okay.
Jim, it's your turn. Then the Frizz is on deck.
So while I'm trying to engage Todd in this long conversation, the questions aren't as important as my studying his reactions. I'm trying to get a feel for why he is so interested in my apartment. My suspicions are that he is part of a group that is that is involved in this fiasco that happened earlier on with my people turning against me. But I'm suspicious of his interest, and when he says that he just wants it for pure monetary gain, I'm trying to get a feel for whether that is horse shit.
Okay, roll conversation to lead the questions in a certain way in order to sow the seeds of deception.
Mother of God.
Oh my God.
What was wrong with your rolls?
Don't know. Tragic today, aren't they? Absolutely tragic.
It's that accent you did at the start. It just cursed you.
Yeah, it did.
It's the curse of the whales. Roll a human perception check with -2 because you are not in control of the conversation.
15.
Yeah, it's not a real estate investment. That has nothing to do with it. His offer is genuine. He does want the place. But it has nothing to do with real estate speculation whatsoever.
Okay, I'm gonna say this then. Todd, listen. Level with me here. I'm not in a position to sell the entire building to you. I'm not gonna do that right now. But I can tell that you have some kind of interest in access to the place. Now, if you're straight with me and you tell me what the reason is that you want access to the place, I can offer you that for very, very cheap. I can see you're a guy that likes to get ahead. I'm willing to work with you. I work with many different people. But I'm not about this, sneaky shit or throwing the money around. I want it straight up on the table, and I'm very likely to be in for it.
This is one of those situations where information is incredibly valuable, and I'm not willing to part with it just yet. How about this? Do you have a machine room?
A machine room? What is a machine room?
A machine room would be like a basement room where all your piping and your HVAC, and it's currently occupied by Jerax's lab and all of his cryo tanks.
Right. Yeah, I have a machine room. I mean, it's full of machine at the moment, but yeah.
Clear all that out, or at least let me inspect the place. We'll talk about leasing that out, and if we are able to make a deal there, or as part of those negotiations, I can tell you a little bit more about a much, much, much larger deal.
How about this, Todd? You come around, see the place, see what it's like, and we'll we'll negotiate the terms of this smaller deal for the machine room on more of a civil occasion.
That sounds delightful.
Absolutely delightful. I'm sure Natalie will love having you around. Well,
Yeah.
Natalie.
Park in my spot. Hang out at my building. Heck, join poker night on the roof, Todd. You've been missed.
Of course. I look forward to it very much.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Sound effect with your mouth?
Yes.
That was so good.
Thank you. I missed my calling. All right. Frizz.
What was your calling? You should have been a Dorhin.
Mom always said you made a better door than a window when I was blocking her sight with my tallness, so I guess door hinge would. Yeah. All right. Meanwhile, in cyberspace, Lizzie, one hellhound down, one nipping at your heels, a deeper network below. No idea how far the rabbit hole goes. What do you want to do?
I'm going deep.
Okay.
There's so much going on right now, and I just after killing one hellhound, I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. I'm going deep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll move that ahead. It's because
Sorry. Okay.
No, it's fine. It's because I jury rigged this. You can tell the other one was well prepared, and this one I was like, oh shit, and I grabbed it over.
Yeah.
All right, you have arrived at a control node. This control node has access to the following systems: terminal access, security doors, cameras, alarms in the violet zone.
But I did check before I came here the schematics. I don't know if that schematics was of the net space or of the meat space.
I believe it was of the meat space. The violet zone is in the basement.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like since this is a very important area, this is his office, that this is probably that research that I did for that specific thing that I found that I'm not going to give away right now. This might lead to that. So I'm going to try and access that and open up all the doors.
Okay. Roll an interface check with your second net action.
16.
Nat critical. Okay, yep. You open all the doors in the violet zone. None of you see anything happen, but some stuff happens somewhere else. You have one...
I would be aware that there's already so much going on that the security guards have already been alerted. I probably don't... I'm going to move forward.
Great. Excellent. Let me move the thing because, again...
Yeah.
I'm in goober mode right now. With your last net action, you have encountered a password. You can tell the elevator keeps on going down. Go ahead and move yourself into that zone, and your turn is up. And we're going to do the lightning round now that we are at 9 Pacific. Jerax, You've just talked Braxton back into his office and given Bradley another smack across the face, and you don't know if these security guards are showing up. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to find everybody else.
Your phone is blowing up, by the way.
Yeah, I'm going to check my phone. What's it saying?
Rachel,
it says, what's the plan, and can we leave?
Yep, I'm going to try and find the others then.
Okay. Go ahead and move your full speed.
Yeah, that's like what? That's 4.
You can go again 5. If you want. Yep.
Let's go. I'm going to the door.
All right. Jerax shows up at the door.
Oh, a word with one of you, maybe, perhaps? Jim?
Oh, excellent. And then I watch you say Jim, and Jim, like, reacted. I'm like, oh.
Jerax gives you his card, and yes, it is titanium.
Delightful.
Titanium white.
Mm-hmm. Natalie, things seem to be moving in a resolutionary style direction, and you don't know if the netrunner is done with their work. What would you like to do?
Well, I know for sure I haven't asked the netrunner yet to remove Gina's information, which is a promise that I feel beholden to.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, gentlemen, I'm going to run to the bathroom really quick before we get on our way. I'm going to head out.
I would be careful. I hear one of the toilets exploded.
Oh, I'll keep an eye out. Thanks.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun. These doors are all popped open because of security, right?
Correct.
So I'm like looking left, looking right. And I spot my netrunner.
Mm-hmm. Behind the desk.
Do I still have, can I enter and interact?
Yeah, you can.
And I will do so. And I'll go, psst, psst, hey, psst, netrunner, hey. Hey, and I like poke your meat form. I don't know. Like,
so, meat form.
Like, you say you just poke my meat?
I do. All right. The terminology of the era.
Exactly.
Oh, do I respond?
You may respond.
What would you do? What would you do if you poked your meat?
I'd probably freak out and think that someone came into the office.
Well, remember, you can still see the real world because...
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're not fully immersed. You can keep an eye on things. The idea is that netrunners are sort of involved in firefights and stuff, so like ducking, looking for people, and then continuing to hack.
Okay. Is it okay for me to respond to her right now?
Yeah, quick response, and then on your turn you can say more.
I need more time.
We're working on it, but while you're in there, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to take out any information related to Gina and then insert her last name here, which I definitely know in the game. But
we all know, and it's a real last name that actually exists.
Definitely unique, SEO, on fleek. You find.
Does Gina have a nickname? I ask real quick.
She does not.
Nickname.
Okay.
But her last name is Zapata.
Zapata?
Mm-hmm.
Zapata. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
And keep an eye out for the name Puddles, too.
Puddles, okay.
Puddle.
Agent Puddles.
She's thinking it's some netrunner code name. it's a little poodle.
It's a huge turtle, but that's beside the point.
Oh, is that the turtle?
On Streamline, the netrunner's turn, the Hellhound advances one space down. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. All right, and Streamline is also going to move down in the rack, staying careful, keeping that program between you and him, but trying to edge in on you, trying to close in. Jim, it's your turn. Got anything?
I would just be keeping this conversation going. I'm continuing to probe for information and buy time. And at this point as well, I'm going to start thinking about an exit strategy as well. So I'm going to try and gather Jerax into the room and signal towards the grappling gun. I'm going to kind of, I've concealed these grappling guns on my person. And so I'm going to kind of, while I'm talking to Todd, kind of jiggle one of them out and show Jerax.
Yeah. Okay. Roll a conceal reveal objects check.
17.
Okay. You're fine. Nobody notices except Jerax.
I mean, cool.
I'm just hoping you get the hint.
What, you want me to grapple out of the building?
We're all grappling out of this fucking building.
Why?
There's no other way.
I mean, yes, there's stairs.
No, we don't know where the Militech's coming for us. This Todd guy is a shifty bastard.
I
don't know about you, but I am
right
definitely
here.
planning to grapple out of this building.
Is this in front of Todd's
I'm
conversation?
still in the room.
I'm not having this conversation in front of Todd.
This is out of character.
This is out of character. All I have done is signal towards my grapple gun. I'm just explaining my internal thought process.
Okay.
That's fair.
I do not trust him,
Does
and I am
Todd-
fully intending to grapple out of these windows.
Does Todd recognize me, or does my disguise good?
From when?
From when I installed his personality dampening chip.
Right, that. Well, we're on your turn. We're going to give you a chance to roll that. All right. Meanwhile, in the network, the Frizz. You got a password blocking you, a Hellhound 2 grids away from you, and a Netrunner angrily shaking his fist behind that. What are you going to do?
I'm going to use my worm booster program to unlock this with an additional +2 of my interface score.
This is the toughest password, the toughest security you've encountered so far in this building. Roll it.
Oh,
Nuts.
Would you like to try again?
I think I would. I don't know why, but that's the sound that I make when I'm doing my
Wizard
thing.
fingers.
Okay.
Those are the worms, right? Those are the worms.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of
And it's
imagine.
a 14.
All right, I kind of imagine the worm as like the teacher's apple with a friendly green worm popping out of it. Have you tried
Perfect.
the alphabet?
I like it.
All right, on your second attempt, you crack the password. You are no longer blocked. You have 1 net action remaining.
Moving forward.
All right, let me do this so I don't botch it.
And just to make sure, you said Gina Zapata?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Gina Zapata.
Gina Zapata.
We gotta get Gina Zapata's got to go out of the system.
Is she Italiano?
Yeah, you gotta get his stuff.
Well, she is now.
Cannon.
Move down. There is another floor below you. You still don't know how deep the rabbit hole goes. And there's a control node. Go ahead.
I see several squares, so I actually might know how deep it goes. They're grayed. I don't know if you want me to see that.
That's fine. Yeah, you totally don't know how deep this network is. You are totally unaware. All right. Jerax.
Yeah.
Trouser taker.
Jim, a word?
Absolutely. Todd, would you wait, what are you saying in the hallway?
Yeah, that's generally what a word means. It please not in front of the NPCs.
I want to stay close to these windows. All right. Okay. I begrudgingly go outside.
Of course. And then he walks over to the window and folds his arms and looks out against it, and you see him adjusting to make sure he's got the best, it's like he's imagining somebody filming him from behind, and he's trying to look as dramatic and striking as possible in front of this window.
Right. Yeah, he's in perfect firing location of Golden Boy's character if he wasn't battling clowns right now.
Exactly.
I'm gonna really whisper this directly into Jim's ear, which is gonna sound weird.
Yeah, I mean, your beard's tickling me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a beard, but listen.
Your hairy nose is tickling me. Then.
Listen, how did Todd know about the fire extinguisher if he has been in this room the entire time? I think Todd has complete control and information over the entire floor of the building. So you need to be very careful about what we say.
I think Todd is a lying scumbag. I'm pretty sure he's involved in the hit on our apartment building.
Well, here's a plan for you. I don't know if you're going to like this. If we get him to my surgical room, I install this chip. Technically, I could reverse it the other way to make him very susceptible to some torture.
Well, tell you what, I just agreed to sell him your room. So that That's a really good idea.
Excuse me, I'm going to lose myself for a second. You agreed to sell him my room without this plan in mind. You just decided to sell it.
Under false pretenses,
What
obviously.
false fucking pretenses, you fucking janitor Welshman.
Well, I was planning to lure him in and discuss it a little more and then see what we could find out. Yours is a great plan. Listen, it's a great plan. It all worked out. Chill your beans, lad.
How have you existed as a fixer for this long?
Because things work out at the end of the day.
What,
things work
do you
out.
go into every negotiation with a fucking mop and start cleaning their room? How does it work out?
I might do from now on. Now shut the fuck up and let's get back in.
So hold on, you're going to invite Todd to the apartment complex. I think it would be way better to bring him with us to ensure that he doesn't bring anybody else with him.
He seems to want to do this on his own. I think it'll be fine. We shouldn't kidnap him. We should lure him in like a fish.
As this conversation is happening, there's clowns tying bow ties with monarch's intestines in those streets below.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. I don't think he'd have a say in it if we grappled out and just, I don't know, grabbed him with us.
Yeah. Sorry. I thought it was me that didn't think things through very well. You want to break one of those windows, grapple gun out of there whilst holding on to him, plus the netrunner, and take all of that. We don't have enough grappling guns.
Yes,
I don't know whether we're going to be able to hold on to him. He's a fat-looking fuck. We might drop him.
I've got my cyber arms. Surely you must have faith in my mechanical arms.
I don't know whether the grappling guns can handle 2 bodies of weight. We haven't tried them. What is that plan? We could fall to our deaths. No, you fool. We'll just lure him to the apartment block afterwards.
I mean, I don't like it.
I don't like this plan, but
and also he might be listening in. I don't know how good his hearing is, but technically the cameras are down. I don't know.
If he can hear, we'll have to kidnap him. So I hope he can't.
Let me try and get a read on him. I'm going to step into the room.
All right, that was like a 30-second conversation, so we're going to do that on your next turn. Natalie, what are you doing while they're in the hallway talking?
I have input information into the netrunner, and I guess did I get any indication that you received it, Miss Frizz?
Yeah, I mean, I responded to you when you were like, you're like, what's going on? I'm like, I need more time. And you're like, well, look for this
stuff. Okay, so you're looking for that. And so now I'm sort of just like caveman SpongeBob, like, like trying to protect you, I guess, on some level.
Can you be Doodle Bob instead of caveman SpongeBob?
I that is the limitation of my SpongeBob reference and knowledge.
Well,
So
now I feel lame.
But as I'm sort of like looking around the office, I'm noticing he doesn't have a lot of stuff in here, but he does have, I guess, drawers on his desk. Would I be able to do any sort of initial investigation or like pawing through anything physical?
Those are locked with an electronic lock with no visible access point, which means it's probably RFID. And knowing Todd,
Can you open these drawers, Miss Frizz?
the locks are not on the network.
God. Yeah, so it's just a lot of me like looking around and then like kicking a drawer and like Krav Magaing like a wall. Like there's not a lot of interactable surfaces in here. I'm worried about her. There we go.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
22. I'm on high alert.
You found $50.
Yes, I'm pocketed immediately.
Yeah, I mean, he probably owes you, right?
He owes me so much.
All right. So the Hellhound advances 1 square. The other Netrunner, leery of what happened last time and waiting for his Hellhound to get into position, is just going to follow up right behind, creeping in. Would have gone in for a lightning punch, but doesn't want to get messed up again, doesn't want to get lit on fire. All right. Jim, Actually, you know what? The two of you had like this whole scene. We're gonna let Lizzie go, and then we'll go back to the two of you, and then you can hash things out from there. So, Lizzie, you have this control node, which controls reactors.
Reactors.
Mm-hmm.
Would I, with my like knowledge on these sort of systems, would I know what the reactor is like portraying to? Like, what do you?
Yeah. Let's have you roll I think like a basic tech check or something similar, because knowing the computer.
There's basic tech, security tech, and cyber tech.
Let's do basic tech.
Okay. 16.
All right. They have a pair of fusion reactors down in the basement. They're not going to explode. You can't make them blow up. But
I don't think I would want to.
But you could like turn them off and open the vault on them essentially to make their cores accessible.
And turning them off wouldn't cause any issues like real fusion reactors when they're turned off, correct?
Yeah, it's a fake sci-fi one, so it's not going to destroy the universe. It's not going to cause a meltdown. It would shut down. It would take this place's auxiliary power offline.
I don't know if that's the call that I want to make, but she's a little bit desperate right now, and time is definitely of the essence, so she's going to turn it off.
Okay, roll an interface check.
A hot 0! Yes!
Wow.
Okay. Somewhere deep in the recesses, a very bad light turns on.
Good.
Nobody else is aware of this, but you are aware that the control node, it's got different safety levels and different warning lights on it. Whatever warning light just turned on there is not in the instruction manual.
Yeah, some like little animated sweat marks are coming out of my like iguana right now. I'm gonna try and deactivate the. Could I try and would I by deactivating this system deactivate the alarm that's turned on, or would it still just deactivate the reactors?
You only have access to the reactors from this node. You would have to move up the system, and there's a hellhound sitting there.
Yeah. I'm going to try and deactivate the reactors again.
Okay.
Might as well.
Roll it.
Yeah.
Nope. And the bad thing is still happening.
Oh.
You have one net action left.
Do I? Did I? Oh, yeah, I moved forward last time. I'm going to run. I'm going to move forward.
All right. Welcome to the bottom of the network. There is a folder, a zipped compressed file called thegoodstuff.zip. Actually, the file is labeled AD.
Okay. All right.
And when you open it, I'm going to send you, let me copy this. Go ahead.
Do I open it this turn?
It's not, it doesn't say there's an action to scoop stuff up.
Cool.
I'm going to send you the contents of the file.
And what did you say that it was called again? Oh, okay. AD.
Yeah. And that's like the label on it, but when you open it, it has a different name, which you now have access to.
Cool. With the last few moments of my turn, I inform what's your name? Rachel, what's your character's name?
Natalie.
Oh, but I don't know if I would know your character's name. I go, lady. I think I found it. I think I found something with Gina.
What, can you remove it from their system? Can you copy it for us?
And that'll be my turn.
Excellent. All right. Back to the squad over here.
I'm getting antsy. Why is there music playing?
Yeah, is music playing for anyone else?
Yes.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good.
Why is there ominous cyber music playing?
Natalie's hand goes to her grappling gun.
Those purple glasses are so perfect.
By the way, this is the music that plays like as Kelly opens up the file that she just downloaded.
But we don't quite know that the. Or do we hear? Would I be able to hear her say that they found it?
Not with. No, you don't have cyber hearing.
Okay. I guess then I just wait until I know. I mean, I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna walk over to the window though. Actually, I'm gonna try and get close to the window. I'm looking for things to grapple onto to see how far away we could reasonably make our escape from here.
It goes up to 30 meters away, and the other building is 20 meters away. You could easily make it into that. Yeah, you're in good shape.
Perfect. I knock on the window a little bit. Is it double glazed? Reinforced?
Yes, it is. It's heavily reinforced. This is Night City.
Okay.
You're gonna need a lot of force to break through that.
All right. Sounds good to me. That's all I wanted to do with my go. Just check the area out.
All right. We already did Miss Frizz's turn. Jerax, your turn.
Suppose I would do the same. Walk up to the window. I'm gonna mimic Todd and just try and look ominous with my arms behind my back.
Okay.
Look out into the distance. Inspect the window for any. I'm gonna try and pull off some what's it, Sherlock Holmes business where he's like analyzing the fight, discombobulate, But I'm gonna look for like the edges on the window for any weaknesses that I could and like
roll
kick out.
Deduction.
12.
Okay, yeah, you think you have an idea of how to inflict maximum damage on this window using, of course, your cyber arms.
Yep. Discombobulate.
Find the solar plexus of the window.
All right. Natalie, do you want to hold your turn until Frizz goes, or do you want to go now?
I'll go after Frizz.
Okay. The Hellhound draws closer. The Netrunner follows behind. Again, moving. Actually, the Netrunner is going to move twice. A little desperate now at this point.
Okay.
Closing in. Jim was waiting. Everyone's waiting. Miss Frizz, it is your turn.
I am going to move one level back and try one last time to turn the reactor off.
Okay, roll it.
8.
Oh,
no joy.
I kind of feel like we've run out of time and that I know that they're getting closer, so I'm going to safely disconnect from the server.
You are back in meat space.
And I informed that I have the file. I wasn't able to read through it, but that I did like glaze over Gina's name. And do I have to take a turn to like attach it to a memory chip or something?
Nope, you've got it.
Okay, cool.
Doesn't take your action.
Cool.
No, you've used all your actions, but you can move now if you want.
Yes, I would like to, in the meat space, kind of be like, what do we do from here? Did I what?
Did you get all the files? Did you get the files on Gina?
I got a file on Gina. Something bad might have happened. I might have done something bad, but we don't know yet. So maybe it's something good. We'll find out later. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Right. I don't know you well enough to know your definition of bad, but I know if we hang out in this building much longer, we probably won't get the luxury of finding out. So I think we got to get out of here.
I agree.
I'm Natalie, by the way.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. You can call me Lizzie.
Oh, great. Nice to meet you, Lizzie. I'm looking back down at my phone and I'm like, leave? Question mark to the group chat again. And then I'm going to ask, you're a netrunner. Did you happen to see, is there any security on any levels? Can you find that out?
All the levels. All the levels have security.
People waiting for us? I'm wondering.
Probably. More than likely, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd really like to try and leave down the stairs pretending that we are not but two frivolous women having a day out and about on the 30th floor.
The corporate environment noted for its frivolous women walking around.
you know, just two gals hanging out. I'm actually going to stick my head back out in the hallway and just scout out the situation with our friend, the receptionist, who I think booked it.
Mm-hmm.
All the crap on the floor, left it.
Yep.
And security, other people, anyone with like a weapon or authority present?
Nope. You see an office worker kind of poke their head out here. What is all this crap?
And I say back to them, what happened out here?
Mm. And then you hear an electronic voice. You have been away from your desk for 30 seconds. If this is an official restroom break, please log it accordingly. He goes back.
Huh. Phew. I'd like to look back in and motion for Liz and say, we could always try the stairs, but we need the other two.
What do the other two do?
As soon as I see the thing leave, I'm gonna respond saying, "Have we got the files? If so, meet us in the conference room. We're bailing out of here." And I'm gonna follow up by saying, "By the way, I got a spare grappling gun for that netrunner."
Oh.
And that's all
You
it's
saw my
in text,
three
right?
dots go to type. There's no exit in the conference room, but I just slowly delete and back up after you mention it.
The two of you roll perception checks for Jim and Jerax.
Wait, we have to roll them?
Yes.
Okay.
13.
19.
You notice a small flickering red light pop up on Todd's glasses.
Would I have any indication of knowledge of what that is based on my cybertech background?
It depends on his interface. It could be anything because his smart glasses are set up however he wants them set up, so you have no idea what that means.
I'm getting very worried.
Yeah, I am so tempted to take Todd with us.
Gentlemen, I'm afraid that I have another appointment. I recommend we all convene this conversation at a later date. Also, the building is going to explode.
Sorry?
The building is going to explode. You should leave.
How are you planning on leaving, Todd?
Very quickly.
Well,
I imagine I have maybe a few minutes.
I'm gonna start shooting the glass.
No, don't shoot it. I'm gonna discombobulate it.
I'm already gonna shoot it.
I know the weaknesses of the window.
I know a weakness of a window is bullets.
I mean, it depends if it's bulletproof, in which case you can get bullets in the building.
It is bulletproof, but the bullets like slug into it. It's going to take several shots. Bulletproof glass does break. You just need to give it a lot of attention. So he already said it. You guys just hear bah, 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 as he just starts pumping this window full of. You hear screams echo inside of the office building. People start to flood out. Todd is just going to say, "Good day, gentlemen." And he turns around with his hands behind his back and his back perfectly straight and his hair perfectly straight. And he just starts meandering. Go ahead.
Can I roll a human perception check just to see if he recognized me?
Yes. Go ahead and roll it. You think he did.
Oh, fuck.
You're not... That all you got was a glimpse of recognition. No other emotion. Just...
Yeah, I'm very good at my job, so that's probably what would happen. No emotion at all. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to discombobulate the weak points, like I said I was going to do before fuckhead McCree over here decided to just unload his clip into the window.
All right, which of you...
High noon is high noon.
Stop to get out of here.
Which of you has a higher reflex score?
Between me and...
Yeah, Jerax and Jim.
I have a 6.
Okay, the gun comes out. The gun is shooting. Roll damage with your gun and roll damage with your cyber arms, which I don't think are on here.
12.
What is it's my cyber arms are like what, 2d6?
I want to say it's 2d6. Yeah, roll 2d6, but do it twice because you can attack twice.
Nice.
All right, the three of you just and you discombobulate it, you punch it, and it shatters and falls out into the street below, revealing a scene of carnage and horror as you look below to find that your comrade Monarch is confronting a group of evil clowns.
Oh my god.
And we
At
will
least he's still actively confronting, right?
Yep, and we will continue this adventure next time.
Wonderful.
Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Kelly, for joining us. It was a lot of fun having you here. Thanks for everyone for sticking with us slightly later than usual episode. We will hash out the fallout of this episode and everything that goes down, and maybe the contents of some of those secrets that were extracted from the network next time.
Bye.